Hello everyone, welcome back to the video tutorial series of the web development. Let's start our remaining topic in chapter 4 that we have started PHP basics. Okay, in last lecture we have learned about the decision making statement. In this lecture we are going to learn about the loop. Okay, so we will learn about the PHP loop. There are four loops that is available in PHP, that is for loop, while loop, do while loop and for each loop. Now let's see one by one. First of all, PHP loops. Okay, so the basic introduction about loop. Let's see. Like any other languages, loop in PHP is used to execute the statement or a block of the statement. As you all know, you have learned the loop in C, C++, Java, etc. Okay, so if you want to execute the same statement multiple times, for example, you just want to print hello words 100 times. Are you going to write print hello word 100 times? No. What we will do, we will use the loop. Okay, you can use any loop. For example, you are using the for loop. So you have to define three statement, initialization, then until when your loop will go. Then next is what? You have to define the jump statement. Okay, so according to that, that statement will be displayed. Now here, the multiple times until and unless a specific condition is met. So suppose you want to display the hello word 100 times. When your loop variable will reach to the 100, it will stop executing. Okay, this helps the user to save the both time and effort of writing the same code multiple times. So if we don't have loop, so what will happen? We just have to print the same statement again and again. Okay. Now PHP support four types of loop, which are for loop, while loop, do while loop, and for each loop. Okay. Now let's start. First of all, for loop. This type of loop is used when the user knows in advance how many times the block needs to execute. That means we can use the for loop until and unless you know that how many times your loop is going to execute. For example, you know that you have to print the hello word 100 times. That means the value is fixed. That means 100 times your loop will be executed. So you know prior that how many times we have to execute the loop. So at that time you can use the for loop. Okay, that is the number iteration is known beforehand. Okay, this type of loop are also known as entry control loop. That means it will check the condition when the loop enters in that particular section. There are three main parameters to the code, that is namely initialization, the test condition and the counter. Okay, you have to initialize the loop. That means from where the loop will start. Then the test condition when the loop will stop. And the counter, so it will define the jump statement. Okay, so here the syntax of the for loop is given. For initialization expression, that means for example I is equal to 1, then test condition I less than or equal to 10, update expression I plus plus, or you can write I is equal to I plus 2. So jump of 2 is there. Now here you have to write the code to be executed. Okay, so this is the syntax for the for loop. Now here, for loop in continuous. In for loop, a loop variable is used to control the loop. Okay, the in detail explanation is given in this slide. First initialize this loop variable to the some value. Then check whether this variable is less than or greater than the counter value. If statement is true, then the loop body is going to be executed. If statement is false, then loop body will not be executed. Okay, so here the three statement is given, that is initialization expression. Here for example, we have taken $number is equal to 1. So here in this expression, we have to initialize the loop counter to some value. So we have initialized it to the $number is equal to 1. Okay, so here, for example, dollar number is equal to 1. That means your loop counter will be start from the 1. Now next is what? Test expression. In this expression, we have to test the condition. Okay, so if the condition evaluates to true, then we will execute the body of the loop, and if the condition is false, we will not execute the body of the loop. For example, here it is given dollar number less than or equal to 10. That means it is what? A test expression. So every time whenever your loop is going to be executed, every time it will check the dollar number is less than or equal to 10 or not. If it is less than or equal to 10, that means condition is true and loop is going to be executed. If it is not less than or equal to 10, then loop will be terminated at that point. Now next is what? Update expression or jump statement. Okay, after executing the loop body, this expression increments or decrements the loop variable by some value. So here we have defined dollar number is equal to number plus 2. Okay, so that means every time whenever your loop is going to be executed, every time it will update the counter value by 2. Okay, so here in this example, it is written dollar number is equal to 2. So like this way, you can define the for loop. Now let's see the practical for the for loop. Now let's see the practical for the for loop. So here, first of all, write the for as a keyword. Then write down one variable. Suppose dollar x is equal to 1. This variable you can declare before also, or you can declare at the same time also. Now dollar x less than or equal to 10. Suppose I just want to display the number every time. Now dollar x is equal to, otherwise you can write dollar x plus plus. Okay. Now here in body portion, write echo the number is dollar x. So every time it will print. Now just use the BR, so it will print each and every statement in the new line. Use the BR 2 times, so it will give one blank line also. This is what? Which type of code we are using? We are writing the HTML code in PHP. In last lecture, we have learned about PHP in HTML and HTML in PHP. But preferred way is what? You have to write the HTML code in PHP. Now here, just save this spectacle and execute this. Okay, so it will give this output. Okay, so that was the previous output. You just ignore this. Now you consider this output. Okay, so suppose you are changing anything over here. The number is equal to, so we will get the better idea. F5. Okay, you just have to save the practical, then you have to just refresh it. Now to execute this practical, as I already told you that you have to start the WAMP server, then you have to start the local host, and then from the local host you have to execute this practical. Okay, here what you have to write? Local host and your folder name where your folder your practical is saved, and whenever you will write this, so it will give the list of each and every practical that is saved in that particular folder. So our practical is what? Looping in PHP. Okay, so it will give this output, the number is 1, 2, 3, etc. Okay, so now let's see another loop example. Okay, next is while loop. Now the while loop is also an entry control loop like for loops. For example, it first checks the condition at the start of the loop, and if it is true, then it enters in the loop. Okay, and execute the block of the statement and goes on the executing it has as long the condition holds true. Okay, so like a for loop, while loop is also a entry control loop. Okay, so when the condition is true, it is going to execute the same thing. Here you can see the syntax of the while loop. If the condition is true, the code is executed. That means here you have to give the condition. So here you can see the example of the while loop. Here I have defined $x is equal to 0 while $x less than 12. Okay, so until and unless $x is less than 12, it will execute this statement. So here it is written $x is equal to $x plus 2 echo $x br. So it will execute this loop and it will print the statement 2 plus 4, 2, 4, 6, 8 and likewise. Okay, so now let's see how we are going to execute this spectacle. So here in place of for loop, just write the while loop. Declare one variable $x is equal to 0. Do the semicolon. Then write down the while. Suppose $x less than 12. Okay. And here in the body portion, you have to write, just suppose you are printing echo $x and write the br. Okay, do the semicolon and just give the increment value of this $x is equal to $x plus 2. We are changing in the same file. Okay, now here execute the practical. Just refresh it. So here you can see the output is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. Our condition is less than 12. If we have written less than or equal to 12, then it will print. Just refresh it. So it will print 12. So based on the condition, it will give the output. Now let's see the do while loop. Okay, do while loop. This is an exit control loop. For loop and while loop is an entry control loop, whereas do while loop is an exit control. That means at least once do while loop will be executed. Okay, so here this is an exit control loop, which means that the first enters the loop and execute the statement and then checks the condition. Okay, so therefore a statement is executed at least once using the do while loop. So even if your condition is false, the loop will be executed at least once. After executing once, the program is executed as long as the condition is true. Okay, so here the syntax is do, then you have to write the code to be executed, and then you have to write the while, and in after the bracket you have to write the condition. So here you can see the $x is equal to 0, do $x is equal to $x plus 2, then echo $x br. So what it will do, it will print the value $x less than or equal to 12. So this condition will be checked and it will print the value 2, 4, 6, etc. likewise. Now let's see how we are going to execute this spectacle. Okay, change here, write do, same statement, echo $x, suppose I am writing the number is $x, just do the semicolon. Then you have to give the jump statement. That means you have to $x is equal to $x plus 2. Okay, now here you have to provide the condition while $x less than, suppose I am writing 10. Okay, So just save this spectacle and execute this spectacle. So here, just refresh it. Okay, there is an error expecting semicolon. Let's see. Hmm, Extra bracket is there. Okay, so here you can see the number is 0 as I have not given the break statement. That's why it is showing like this. You just provide the break statement. So it will execute in the new line. Okay, so just refresh it. Got it? So like this way you can use the loop statement. Now let's see the another loop statement. Okay, next is for each loop. This loop is used to iterate over arrays. For every counter of the loop, an array element is assigned and next counter is shifted to the next element. Okay, array in detail we will see in the next lecture. But here just we will see the how we will define the array in basic way. Now here the syntax of the loop is for each array element as value. Okay, and here you have to write code to be executed. Now here see the example for this. For dollar $array is equal to array. This array keyword is going to define it as an array. Here we are writing some elements for the array, then semicolon. So that means it will create dollar $array, the array variable. So it will create this value for this array. Now here for each dollar $array as dollar $var. That means you are going to define this array element for any value and it will going to display this value. So echo dollar $val. So it will display this 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60. Because here we are not knowing the exact counting of the element. Okay. In for loop, until and unless you know the exact count, so also at that time only you can use the for loop. But for each loop you can use if you don't know in prior the exact count of the loop is going to be executed. Okay, so dollar $array is equal to array. Here this is a string array and again it is going to display this value. Okay, now let's see the practical for this. Okay, so just delete this value and here you just define array. For example, I am defining dollar $array is equal to array in which you are going to define 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this will going to create array. Now use the for each loop for each dollar $array as dollar $val. Okay, now print this value echo the value is dollar $val. Okay, just use the br and do the semicolon. Okay, now execute this spectacle. So here you can see the values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So it will display likewise. Now here write it as a string array. Suppose I am writing the subject WT then I am writing Java, then I am writing suppose MCWC, sorry, Ada. Okay, now just execute the spectacle so it will display according to the value. Okay, so the value is WT, the value is Java, and value is Ada. So like this way you can display the variable in a using the for each loop. Okay, so summary of this lecture, we have learned about the PHP loops, for loop, while loop, do while loop, and for each loop. For loop and while loop is the entry control loop, and do while loop is exit control loop. And now difference between for and for each loop, for you can use when you know the exit count, how many times your loop is going to be executed, at that time you can use the for loop. And for each loop, if you don't know in prior how many times your loop is going to be executed, then also you can use this for each loop. Now for each loop will work on array only. So array in detail we will see in the next lecture. Okay, so thank you for watching this lecture. We will meet in the next lecture. Thank you.